Good day, it is August the 25th, and today we're going to continue Nehemiah 3, doing verses 6 through 10, and Proverbs 25. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. And we begin Nehemiah 3, starting at verse 6. Moreover, Jehoiada, the son of Postak, and Meshullam, the son of Besadiah, repaired the old gate. They laid its beams and hung its doors with its bolts and bars. 7. And next to them, Melatiah the Gibeonite and Jadon the Meronite, and Menagibit and Mitzpah repaired the residence of the governor of the region beyond the river. Verse 8. Next to him, Uzziel, the son of Harhiah, one of the goldsmiths, made repairs. Also next to him, Hananiah of the perfumers made repairs. And they fortified Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. So they're continuing to fortify Jerusalem, repair the walls, going down the western side. Moreover, Jehoiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshullam, the son of Besodiah, repaired the old gate, and they laid its beams and its doors with its bolts and bars. So they did that. And next to them, Melatiah the Gibeonite, Jadon the Meronothite, the men of Gibeon and Mitzvah repaired the residence of the governor of the region beyond the river. This is probably just like where the governor sat when he was close to the gate for judgment, and that, or a representative of his. Think in the book of Esther, what her uncle was doing. Nehemiah 3 and 8. Next to Uzziel, the son of Harhiah, one of the goldsmiths, made repairs. Also next to him, Hananiah, one of the perfumers, made repairs. They fortified Jerusalem as far as the broad wall. Now the goldsmiths, they did a huge section because they were richer. They wanted to show off they could do that. And the perfumers are not necessarily just perfume. It's like herbs and spices for burial, comfort to the rich and the poor. 9. And next to them, Rephaiah, the son of Han, the leader of half the district of Jerusalem, made repairs. I think I may have skipped reading that part. Anyways, the half a district of Jerusalem, not the whole city, but just part of the city. And 10. Next to Jedediah, the servant of Harumph, made repairs in front of his house, and next to him, Hatishith, the son of Hashananiah, made repairs. They're all making repairs and getting the job done. We'll find out later on how long it takes them. Proverbs 25. These also are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, the king of Judah, copied out. So they're doing a little bit of a revival in the times of Hezekiah, getting the Proverbs. He's going to be teaching the peoples. 2. It is the glory of Elohim to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings is to search out a matter. God makes his wisdom such that you got to look for it. The heaven for height and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. And you need to search everywhere. And you also have to have discernment to recognize it when you see it. 4. Take away the darkness, dross from silver, and there come forth a vessel for the refiner. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne should be established in righteousness. Take out all the impurities, you get a better product. 6. Glorify not thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For it is better that it be said unto thee, Come up hither, than that thou should be put lower in the presence of the prince whom the eyes have seen. Yeah, don't brag on yourself, especially in front of your boss, or your boss's boss. 8. Go not forth hastily to strive, lest thou know what to do in the end thereof. In other words, don't get into fights that you don't need to. When thy neighbor has put thee to shame, because you thought you had a fight, but it turns out he was in the right. 9. Debate thy cause with a neighbor, but reveal not the secret of another. Talk it over with him, but don't reveal the secrets that you learned. It's not to say you don't make a proper police report or let the certain people know if they need to know, but you don't go gossiping. Lest he that heareth revile thee, and thine infamy turn not away. Yeah, you'll be branded as gossip, and people won't stop talking about you. 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in settings of silver. As the earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. These are words fitly spoken, smoothly, the right time in the right place, smoothly, without hesitation. It's beauty and beauty. 13. As the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to him that sendeth him. For he refreshes the soul of his master. Doing the hot, sweaty work, snow will be kind of nice that time. That's what it feels like. As vapors and wind driven without rain, so is he that boasts of the false gift. Yeah, I got the gift of this, I got the gift of that's all for you, and you don't have anything. 25. By long forbearing is a ruler persuaded, by a soft tongue breaketh the bone. 16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as sufficient for thee. In other words, don't gorge yourself, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited. Otherwise, you'll get yourself sick. Anything, too much of anything, even good things, will make you sick. 17. Let thy foot be seldom in thy neighbor's house, lest he be sated with thee and hate thee. Yeah, don't go over every little petty thing. 18. Is a maul and a sword and a sharp arrow. So is a man that bears false witnesses against his neighbor. So many ways it can get hurt. It can pierce you through the heart. A maul is like a huge hammer. It can crush you beneath it. And a sharp arrow can hit you from a distance. 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. It hurts. 20. Is one that taketh a garment in cold weather and vinegar upon nitre. So is he that singeth songs to a heavy heart. 21. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. If he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou will heap coals of fire upon his head, and Yahweh will reward thee. 23. The north wind bringeth forth rain, and backbiting tongue, and angry countenance. Like, what do you expect? 24. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than a house in common with a contentious woman. Yeah, peace and quiet's better than fighting. 25. As cold waters to a faint soul, so is good news from a far country. It revives hope, and you rejoice. You revive your hope when it's lost, and you can rejoice. 26. As a troubled fountain and a corrupted spring, so is the righteous man that giveth way before the wicked. You go to a fountain or a spring for a drink of water, you expect cool water, refreshing water, and if it's salty or brackish, you spit it out. Same with a righteous man, you expect him to behave in a certain way, righteously, and when he gives way, it's nasty tasting. 27. It's not good to eat much honey. For men will search out their own glory is not glory. Yeah, don't brag on yourself. And 28. Like a city broken down without a wall, so is he in spirit without restraint. If you will not, do not, or cannot control yourself, someone else will. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I.